Welcome back to JSA TV Live, where we are coming to you live from the expo floor of Channel Partners 2025 in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining me right now, we've got Mike Nguyen, the CEO with Inflect. Thank you so much for stopping by JSA TV.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we're super excited to talk to you. Before you've been here in Las Vegas, you've been doing quite a bit of traveling. Yeah, we'll jump into that in just a moment. But first, real quickly, we'd love just to hear a little bit about Inflect for those who might not be aware of who you are and what you guys do.
Great. Inflect is a marketplace and advisory for data center network cloud services, so digital infrastructure. We're just bringing the Airbnb Expedia model to the industry, trying to help people find each other better and contact better and transact better.
I like it, the Airbnb of data centers.
That's right.
There you go. Well, all right, let's talk a little bit about your travels. As we've said, you're just a man of the world at this point with a lot of the traveling that you've been doing. You were recently traveling pretty extensively throughout Asia.
Yeah.
What trends are you noticing from the APAC market and how that might be a little bit different from some of the other geos?
Yeah, in general, Asia seems to be always a little bit behind in terms of go-to-market. So the way I think of it is America kind of goes first in the way you go to market around cloud or data centers or networks or whatever. Europe is a close second, maybe 18 months behind the way it goes to market. And then Asia is like maybe 3-5 years. Last year when I was in Asia, I saw the way that people were marketing data centers, and it felt a little bit like 2010, 2012. Right? Fast forward though, this time around, everybody's really embracing new go-to-market strategies. People knew who we were this time. Last time they didn't, right? But they knew who we were. They were prepared for the conversations around data, around engaging in this more automated way that we're going to market. So I think Asia closed the gap, maybe 5 years worth of a gap in 1 year. So I think it's we're getting to be on par with Europe. I think the shift for stuff that we care about, the clouds for GPU cloud and things like that, Asia is kind of next. Right now it's very much America and Europe, and Asia is very much next.
That's interesting. You said you think that they've closed the gap pretty significantly in a small amount of time. Is there anything that you think you can attribute that to?
I think in general, just kind of the overall, the world is paying attention to the AI trends and things along how infrastructure plays into it. So I think a lot of the push has been Asia saying, well, we better catch up in the way that we're doing things. There's a lot more investment in places like Johor and even the Philippines and Tokyo. It's all over the place, but it's built for the other markets, right? The U.S. markets, the customers and buyers in Europe. So I think it's the force of the market pushing this innovation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, last question on APAC real quickly, but I'm curious to know, is there any one market that you're really keeping an eye on?
That's okay. From a new data center perspective, the Johor Valley in Indonesia is interesting. Well, there's like 6 markets that I'm keeping track of.
Yeah.
Ironically, Bangkok is very forward from a data center perspective. There's new builds going into Japan and the inside campus. Kind of paying attention to all of it.
Fair answer, absolutely. It's not fair of me to make you pick just one. That's like making you pick your favorite child. I can't do that.
There it is.
There we go. I can't do that. All right. But you've also been doing a little bit of speaking. You were at GTC last week. Any insights or I apologize, not speaking, but just attending other speaking engagements from others. So any insights or breakthroughs that you've been taking away from that?
Well, so we started off this year, I think, I did one of these episodes at PTC with you guys, and the concept was around partnerships and the importance of that in a world where you're trying to automate things. But all of these components from a technology perspective play into solutions. So you really do have good, strong partnerships. One of the main things that I saw from GTC, you're expecting to hear about all the crazy GPUs and all this technology that people are building, but it's really about the partnerships. It's the data center companies are really important. The people who are going to fund all the data center builds, the GPU cloud providers who are going to fund and build out the cloud essentially that allows enterprises and others to actually leverage GPUs. It's all one big partnership, including the OEMs, including NVIDIA. So what I thought was really fascinating is this ecosystem is really tying together. I think we've had multiple iterations of things like Web 2 and Web 3 that have kind of broken people's mindsets of walled gardens between services and types of products and services, as it were. And everybody is really looking at it from a holistic perspective, right? So, a GPU does nothing unless it's in a data center with the network, it's cooled properly, and people can actually use it, and data is put into the supercomputer, it doesn't work. So I think that was the biggest takeaway is the amount of partnership going on between all the different segments.
I've been hearing that a lot as well, and it really does seem like that's going to be the next evolutionary piece of the pie to continue to grow our industry.
Yeah.
So what's next for Inflect?
Well, I'm going to recover from this show because there's a lot of meeting our friends and partners and coming on the back of GTC. That's a bunch. We will be at ITW in early May. We'll be at Data Cloud in early June. I will be in Europe at that point, so doing East Coast first. So if you're in New York, I'll see you in New York. If you're in DC, I'll see you in DC. And then some version of Southern France, London, Amsterdam. Pay attention to our LinkedIn. And then where's Mike next? Maybe we'll grab some time.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's the best place to find out and stay up to date with what you guys are doing is checking you out on LinkedIn.
It is.
All right. Sounds good. We'll be at ITW, so we'd love to have you back there and just hear a little bit more about what's transpired between now and then. So come back and see us.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Well, Mike, thanks so much for stopping by JSA TV. And to our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Stick around. We have a lot more to come here from channel partners. In the meantime, stay curious and stay connected.